late veteran actor Patrick Shai will be laid to rest at the Westpark Cemetery in Johannesburg today. A funeral service is expected to be held at the Soweto Theatre, after which mourners will proceed to the cemetery. The actor died at his home in Dobsonville, Soweto last Saturday. That's where we find Newzroom Afrika reporter Katlego Legodi this morning. Katlego, very good morning to you. What is the situation at the house this morning as we've been listening in to the tributes that have been streaming in, and Patrick Shai's wife urging the public not to judge him too harshly?
A very good morning to you, Mpho. Most definitely, Soweto today is a hive of activity. I'm coming to you live from outside Patrick Shai's house here in Dobsonville. Mpho, that is where a whole lot of community members have already started arriving here for that short prayer service, as proceedings are also expected to head to the Soweto Theatre, where for that funeral service there. I must tell you, Mpho, already a hive of activity here. Just behind me, you can see that proceedings have already started with his casket just also being out there and family members having gathered here. He stayed here in Dobsonville, Mpho, for 33 years, and a whole lot of community members are still shocked, and tributes are also still pouring in, from all walks of South Africa and even beyond. As you may understand, that Patrick Shai has been in the media industry for years and years now, and a whole lot of people will be expected to flock to this township today to pay their last respect. And of course, the memorial service was held earlier this week, that being on Thursday, and a whole lot of people just describing him as a humble soul that was very, very dedicated to his craft, that being the craft of acting. And today we're expecting, as I took a glimpse earlier on of the program, I must say, Mpho, it's a very lengthy program where we have 25 people that are expected to be taken to the podium, be it from the acting space, some even from government officials as well, and even family members, just to pay tribute to Patrick Shai. Many people are still in disbelief over his passing, and we are expecting, of course, the proceedings to move from here to the Soweto Theatre any moment from now. Cars all lined, and everyone are just ready to send this big giant off. And proceedings, of course, after the service at the Soweto Theatre will move all the way to the Westpark Cemetery. That is where Patrick Shai will be laid to rest today.
We also know that as we've been listening in to some of the messages that have been streaming in throughout the course of the week, Katlego, that Patrick Shai has really been acknowledged and respected as a giant in the industry who had a passion not only for acting but teaching.
Most definitely, Mpho, a whole lot of people from industries. You can imagine, this is a man that has played on many, many productions, having played on, stages of generations, Skim Sam, the likes of the Queen, and even dating far as back as the days of Bophelo ke Sempero, and a whole lot of people still acknowledging him as one person that they looked up to, where this acting career is concerned. He's mentored a whole lot of people, and in his late days, he also turned into an activist, where he also encouraged a whole lot of people to take charge, especially men, being a part of that Kulumandoda movement, where he was encouraging a whole lot of people, and even in the acting spaces, a lot of people, him being a mentor to a lot of people. Even during his memorial service this week, we saw a whole lot of actors and actresses taken to the podium to just describe him as a giant that was always eager and ready to teach where he can and pass on his wisdom, where this acting career is concerned. And he's a man that has been in this industry for years and years to come, and it has passed on as well to some of his kids, because they are also in the industry, be it in the radio space. We know that some of his kids are in the radio space, and he's leaving behind, of course, Mpho, his wife and the 3 kids that will also be, taking center stage at that all-important service at the Soweto Theatre today.
Very well. Let's leave it there for now. Our reporter Katlego Legodi outside the late legendary actor Patrick Shai's home in Dobsonville, Soweto, as the funeral service is set to get underway from around 8 o'clock this morning. We'll continue to take you live to those proceedings.